Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, I want to break down how to create a high converting landing page in as simply of a way as I can describe it, and what are the main things that you should be focusing on when you're building landing pages. As a beginner, the two most critical things that determine your success with dropshipping is number one, finding a product that people actually want to buy. So selling something that has really strong product market fit, that's either trending really well or has a proven track record of selling extremely well. And number two is building a trustworthy and credible looking website for your product to actually sell it. Those two things are of the utmost importance when you're building a dropshipping site. And to be honest, your ad strategy in the beginning doesn't really matter. What matters the most is creating something that looks extremely trustworthy, that people can trust. It's trustworthy, people can trust. Something that communicates a lot of authority and a place where people will feel comfortable spending their money on. And then pairing that with a product that is really, really in demand. You get those two things right, your ad strategy doesn't really matter, to be honest. And that's why you see a lot of people who can throw up like ripped ads and put them in any structure they want, and they'll see really good performance and scale up to big numbers. Now, obviously, how long that success lasts usually isn't long because they're skipping out on all the other things, which if you want to learn those things and how to do all that stuff, got to your ecom first thing in the description. Price is going up today. So today's your last chance to lock in the lowest price it will ever be. But that being said, let me break down exactly how I'm using AI to build these landing pages and what key things you need to look out for when you're building your landing pages to create something that's really, really trustworthy. That's going to make sure you're not wasting a single dime of the traffic that you're sending. So this is my site, trynaked.com. As you can see, I'm testing out a bunch of different bras, but the whole point of me showing you this is to show off like what the different elements are that help communicate trust. And we'll start with the homepage. So this image is actually completely AI generated. And what you'll often see with a lot of dropshipping sites is the homepage is not super detailed. There's not a lot of elements on the homepage. It's often very barren. Myself included, I've said that 70 to 80% of your traffic, or the large majority of your traffic, isn't even going to go to the homepage. And that may be true, but there is still a 20 to 30% left over of traffic that is going to go to the homepage, that are on the fence about buying and seeing, and depending on what they see on the homepage is going to determine whether or not they actually make a buying decision. So I see a lot of dropshippers, they'll just put like the featured product. I'll show you an example of another brand or another dropshipping site. Okay. So this is what you do not want to do, right? So this is a traditional dropshipping site where they literally just have the product image, and then they have maybe some trust elements, and then usually a link to the product, and that is literally it. And there's really not much difference in the quantity of variables on my page between theirs. What matters is the quality of the variables. So as you can see, I have this really nice high quality studio looking shoot. I have the same elements. I've got videos, and then I've got another image down here at the bottom that shows off different models, and it helps make the brand or the site feel more alive and appear larger than it is. And that is the main thing you need to keep in mind, because we're competing for traffic against legitimate brands, like actual 8 and 9 figure brands that have assets on the site that look really well put together. And so if your traffic is coming to your site and they're seeing this, they're seeing a product link and like, you know, some default AliExpress image, their alarm bells are going to go off, and they make that decision within a split second of whether or not your site is trustworthy. And if you lose that trust, you can't get it back. So very simply, what you can do inside Midjourney is create images with very simple prompts. And Midjourney, I think, is free. It's only $10 a month. It's very worth it. You just feed it a prompt, ask it for something in your niche. So here for this skincare product, I did an example of using a high frequency skincare wand. So I was like, give me an image. She's using it and looking at the camera, and the focus should be her skin. And as you can see, it spat out these images. And these are the images that you want to be using on your site to help communicate a certain level of prestige, a certain level of luxury, and to, again, appear larger than you actually are. So that's the homepage. And literally with just adding in these 2 additional images, you can see a massive difference between that and something like this. Now I'll break down the product page really quickly as well. This is also AI generated, so I'm not using any stolen content. images that aren't mine. I use a tool called AI Botica, not affiliated, but you can check them out in the Shopify App Store. You can basically generate images for your product. So I'm using those product images. And then if you scroll down, you'll see I'm also using these really high quality images all over my product page as well. So not only do I have my own images, but I've used these Mid-Journey images to be able to communicate a certain level of brand authority and to appear larger than I am, right? I'm just a dropshipping site, but look at the quality of these assets. Look how put together the site feels, right? I've added tons of social proof, and then I'm using these images pretty much all throughout the landing page to really, really help create that branded look and feel. And so those are the two main things to keep in mind is number one, use Midjourney, use AI to your advantage to create these really high quality images that are going to make you appear like a legitimate brand, that are going to make you look like an actual alternative choice to some of the 8 and 9 figure companies in the space. Because remember, we're competing against those guys. We're also competing against department stores. So we really need a certain level of quality on the landing page to be able to go toe to toe with them and to be able to earn those dollars from our customers, our prospective customers, away from those big brands and those department stores. So I've just added in those images. And the second thing I would encourage you guys to do is to use lots of social proof as well. You can do this with image and video UGC. That needs to be there. But really all kinds of reviews, especially if you can loop in stuff like this, which with the Shrine theme, thankfully you can. Basically doing reviews on social media, reviews on your site, having a review section like this. It just gives that really, really trustworthy appearance. And I'll show you one more example for another landing page that I did. And you'll notice the actual landing page itself, the structure is very simple, but what stands out is the quality of the elements on the page. And exact same structure, we're using these really, really high quality images to, again, give off the appearance that we are an actual legitimate brand. I've added in some tweet testimonials using UGC. I've added in video reviews. I've added in Trustpilot. I've added in this results tab. And so trust and social proof are the two main things that you want to focus on. And you can earn trust by stacking all of these elements in your favor by using things like Midjourney to be able to add on elements visually like this that communicate a really high quality brand presence. And then adding in just as much social proof as you can to the page. And if you combine a really high quality page with a trending product, that gives you the best chance of success when testing a product. And when you go to test a product and it doesn't quite work out, or you're in testing, when you have these high quality elements on the landing page, that gives you utmost confidence that you're giving your best shot to every single product. What you want to avoid is doing something like this, where, and no disrespect to these guys, where the quality of the page is just so subpar that you're really wasting your ad dollars by sending your traffic to a page like this. And again, if there are other dropshippers selling this product, there's no way they're going to be able to compete with me. If the traffic has to choose between a dropshipping site that looks like this and between my page with all this trust, with all of these really high quality assets that look like I'm an actual legitimate brand, tons of social proof, information about the product and a review section and FAQs and all that good stuff, all the other stuff that we bake into the page normally, then there's really no competition, right? Like you can just tell by the quality of the page that no dropshipper is going to be able to compete because most dropshippers aren't putting the time in to use Midjourney and generate assets, to compile social proof, and to add it to their page. And those are the two main things, again, trust and social proof. So guys, use Midjourney. Create images that you can plaster. It only takes like 5 minutes, literally less than 5 minutes. Get like 3 to 4 images and just add a single image to your homepage and add a couple of those images to your product page. I'm telling you, in terms of the trust, in terms of the appearance of your website, you are going to look so much more like an actual brand and therefore win a lot more trust from your prospective customers and therefore give your products and testing a much greater chance of success if you take the time to create quality assets. The quality of the assets that you have on the landing page is way more important than the actual structure of the page itself, because any dropshipping site can order things in the nice like CRO optimized psychological way. But if you're using AliExpress images, if you're using images that look like, you found them on like a Temu, for example, then that is going to raise the alarm bells in your prospective customer's mind, and they're immediately going to bounce off. You want it so once your customer has gotten past the initial above the cart section, as soon as they make that decision to scroll, we've already won them over with just the quality of the landing page. Most of your traffic isn't even going to scroll past here. We want to make sure the traffic that does scroll past, the first things that they're seeing are immediately going to ring in their mind that this is an actual brand. This is an actual business that has quality assets. I'm not going to get scammed like a dropshipping store here. And you can see just kind of going in it through mobile view, just how high quality this actual page is. And I can have a lot of confidence in testing when I have the page set up in this way. So TLDR, if you made it to the end of this video, make sure you are using Midjourney to generate assets for your dropshipping stores. For every product that you run, generate at least 1 or 2 images. I would recommend 2 that you can add on to your product page and to your homepage to help communicate a certain level of brand presence. And then number 2, use multiple forms of social proof. You want to use actual testimonials. I've been really loving this Twitter static that I found from a couple of different ads online. Use that, use image, use video, use text-based reviews, use an actual review section. Dump as much social proof as you can onto your product page, because all of that is what's going to help communicate that trust and ultimately earn your prospects as customers for your dropshipping products. So that's going to be it for this video. If you want access to this complete template, I literally fully built it out for you. All of these images that you see, like Midjourney, obviously they're custom, but stuff like this, I actually made myself. And the actual entire structure of the page is something that I've put together inside of God Tier Ecom. So you can literally copy paste it into your site and then just replace all the information with your branded product. Throw in all your product info, all of your headlines, all of that you can generate with ChatGPT. But the actual structure and layout of this page, I give it to all of my students for free inside of God Tier Ecom. So if you want to get access to this page and literally save yourself 2 to 3 hours building this, which is about how long it took me to structure everything, then make sure you hit first link in the description, which is going to take you to join God Tier Ecom. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the price is going up today. So now is your chance to lock in the lowest price it will ever be. It will give you access to my complete Shopify dropshipping masterclass that reverse engineers how I built my first 7-figure dropshipping business. We've got 3 weekly Q&As every single week. And if you join today, you get access to a one-on-one coaching call, as well as hundreds of dollars worth of free paid spy tools. So it's literally an instant 3 to 4x ROAS, literally just by joining. So hope to see some of you guys inside of God Tier Ecom. If not, I hope you enjoyed this video. We're trying to get back in the habit of doing daily uploads. Let me know if you found this content on landing pages really helpful. If you want to see a full tutorial, me actually building this out for those of you that don't want to join God Tier Ecom, let me know in the comment section below. Haven't done a ton of landing page stuff, but honestly, it's such a critical aspect of making a successful dropshipping product and dropshipping store work in 2024. So let me know in the comments if you want to see more videos on this topic. But otherwise, thanks for joining today's video, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.